west gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Wherever they're biting, that's where you're gonna find them. Got the blast boat gassed up, tackle box, coffee cup, country boy living large. Just another day in the natural state, fishing Arkansas with Big Sarge.
Good morning and happy New Year 2026, the first show.
That 2026, baby, let's do it.
Fishing Arkansas, we back, baby. We are ready to rock and roll. We got a big show today, let me tell you. Drop
Yes, sir. Back in the saddle again.
Back in the saddle again. You like that?
Yes, sir, I do like it.
So we got a couple of ladies sick today. Carolina Rig is sick. Buckshot Brandy was sick. But we're not. We're rock and rolling.
Roll on, baby. Roll on. Drive on, driver.
We're going to keep on driving. Real quick, and my man.
Eastbound down, rolling up and trucking.
That's right. That's right.
Hey, something like that there, Todd. Let's make it do what it do.
Yeah. So real quick, Todd, help me out, if you would, how they can watch us.
You can go to 1037 The Buzz on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch. You can also listen to us on the air, of course, on 1037 The Buzz, through the app, or however you normally would listen to us. We also you can, if you missed the show, or say you're heading to church this morning and you want to say you missed the second hour and you want to listen to it, you can go back and on whatever your favorite podcast platform is, and just search for Fishing Arkansas. Do it that way, or go back to YouTube and watch the whole thing if you want.
Yeah, I will say this, that our Facebook numbers are number one.
Hey.
And thank y'all for watching. We like for you to listen on radio, too, because our numbers are good there. If you want to sponsor the show, please call Hope and get a hold of us going into our 12th season, which is pretty awesome.
12, baby. That's a decade.
Let me just break this down to you. We started on Randy Rainwater's show. A lot of folks don't know that, Drive Time Sports, so that's where we started. So thank you again for listening, watching, and getting us going, because we love to do this. And we like to give out, some good tips and techniques, fishing reports. We got pro guides.
I think we do a pretty good job at it.
Yeah, we do something.
Yeah.
So going into 2026 is already fairly warm.
No,
This week is going to be the 70s.
Yeah, it's crazy. That's why we know we were talking earlier about the fishing right now. The fish don't know what to do.
Yeah.
You don't know. They don't know if they want to go shallow, want to go deep. You can catch them both ways now.
Yeah. So if you're if you like to fish and stuff, one of the things about the big fish, we called it Big Fish December, and there were a couple of big ones. Mm-hmm. Just remember when it clicks off and it goes really, really cold, the big ones will feed.
Yeah.
And it ain't done that yet. Now they're chasing bait.
Yep.
All right. I've been on Greers Ferry the last month. I know what they're doing. You just can't catch a big largemouth right now. If you can win a tournament.
Yeah, you can catch numbers. We had a tournament. Amberjaw had a tournament this past Tuesday, the New Year's Day, and I think the biggest fish may have been 5 pounds. So the big fish have not. With this weather, is crazy right now. So the big fish haven't started biting yet.
Well, of course, we couldn't do this without sponsors, and I got a little time here, so I'm going to break them down a little bit. Frank Fletcher Dodge. Remember, the Rams are, boy, these folks are blowing me up on here. They are 100,000 10-year warranty on, Ram trucks, right?
Yep.
And so I just bought one.
Yes, I was expecting to see it in the parking lot this morning.
Yeah, so I'm getting the Big Sarge makeover, so it's over to Elite Motorsports. And bottom line,
I thought you were waiting until May.
He did something smooth.
No. Let me break this down.
What?
I go over and do videos every week. I walk in and I told Chris, I said, "Hey, how many miles do you want me to?" We need to look. So he went outside. I've got 58.9. He goes, "Dude, you need to be under 60." And let's go in here. Let me get a hold of the man, and Frank, and let's see what we can do. So he didn't have a red one, but he's got the black one that was on the showroom. And with my wheels and jacked up 6 inches, stereo replaced. Of course, it's a Laramie, so it has everything.
And when he says stereo replaced, he's not. If you ever hear Big Sarge, it'll surprise you. He got you got some 12s in there or something. What do you got?
Got 2 12s, 1,000 watt. The door speakers replaced with Fosgate. And here's the deal: I travel so much that I've got to have my jam.
Yeah, he enjoys his jam.
I do love some jam. I'll turn 62 in October, and I don't. I mean,
you still bump it.
I'm still bumping.
We're talking jam, not jelly.
Yeah. I know that's right, jam.
So anyway, seriously, go see Zippy, Ethan, John. Go see those guys because it's hard to pass up a 10-year, 100,000 mile warranty,
that's good.
right?
That's good stuff.
That's proving they're staying behind their stuff.
Exactly.
Okay, so Holiday Inn Suites of Russellville, I'm going to stop right there. You got to mention Fishing Arkansas to get your discount, and I know Grizz Ferry Winter Series is up there in a couple of weeks, Lake Dardanelle. There's some tournaments going on, so make sure you stay there. It's really nice. You've been there.
Yeah, super awesome. Great breakfast. I mean, the rooms are huge. I put it like this. You don't think,
suites.
Yeah, they're basically, they are suites. I mean, you get off in there and you can do all your tackle and not have to worry about hitting the ceiling with your rods and everything. So it's awesome. Yeah.
Well, so they called me and Drop Shot years ago and said, "How do we build the parking lot for anglers?" And I said, one thing is you need all the poles have to have electric hookups.
Yeah, that's well.
We don't want to back up to the room,
Correct.
Fishing stuff, which by the way, right there in Sherwood, go there, go see Carson, Vince Miller, and if you got problems, then go in there and say, "Listen, I don't know how to do an Alabama rig.
Right.
I don't know how to tie fluoro to braid or whatever," and they'll help you out.
Yeah.
Shelters Insurance.
Jamie Marsh.
I'm going to stop right there. I got a lot of folks that called me this past week saying, "Hey, who do you have?" And because maybe you don't know this, but on my Skeeter, I've got it broke down 3 ways. I got 20,000 on the boat, 25,000 on the motor, and 20,000 on my electronics.
Right.
And you can do that. And a lot of folks don't know that. So call Jamie, get that squared away.
And you made me get my stuff increased because once I had some of my stuff stolen, I'm glad they didn't steal everything. They stole a few things off of it, but
Thieves.
I had to increase my stuff as well. So, yeah, good to know.
Gregor Marine, which, by the way, they just picked up Phoenix boats. So if you want to order a Phoenix, it will not be, and I'm going to cover this down on the boat show. It will be at the boat show in Hot Springs, but not the one this Friday.
Right.
Yeah. And
that's right. It is.
Yeah. Hopefully you can show up for one of those days. Stanley's Hardware, since when?
1897.
Yeah, I talked to Jeff the other day, and, he still gets a lot of folks going in saying they listen to it. Thank you very much, Jeff, for sponsoring. A small place like that, family-owned, it means a lot to us.
Oh, yes.
We love family-owned businesses on this show, believe me.
There's a lot of history there.
Here's another one, Axles Plus right there in BB. You have any trailer needs, please go by there. And then our last one is Sunrise Outfitters, which Jen is the best.
Oh, yeah.
And a product showcase, we're going to cover down, she has all these weapons and all that stuff.
Selection is huge.
We'll see what the show's about.
Yo, they pick up the phone. Hello?
What's brought to you by Stanley Hardware and Lumber in North Little Rock, located at 4308 MacArthur Drive. They've been in business for over 100 years, so if they've been in business that long, they know what they're doing. Check out their Facebook page or go to their website at StanleyHardwareNLR.com. You can also call them at 753-2470. I bet they can tell you.
What's that?
Right. I tell you what's up here. We are going to do fishing reports going into the breaks, but today you're going to add some tournament trails.
Yes, give everybody something to do because it's going to be a lot of fishing is kicking off. I mean, the tournament series are kicking off, and keep everybody abreast of what's going on and when it's going on. Hey, we're going to put that out there today.
We have the Major League Fishing Pro Jeff Sprague calling in at 9 o'clock, talk about the Lake Fork tournament that you have to use Lake Fork lures. Of course, you know, Rick will back that up. He's the main guy at Lake Fork. Nixon report, we got our pro guys calling from Arkansas, Texas, Missouri, Gulf Shores. I have a new segment today. Our Come On Man. Parents, if you are listening right now and you have some kids that get on social media, I'm going to try to do that around 8:45 about social media. Because here's the thing. Folks always asking me, how do you get sponsors and all that? Well, let me tell you something. Say the wrong thing on Facebook, and you could lose a sponsor.
Oh, yeah.
And so we're going to talk that a little bit. You got some free camping spots today. It's pretty cool.
I do. I have some good choices that you can utilize this week, this come up year.
The ponies are running.
They're running.
Today is the last day before they take a 3-week break.
Okay.
Yeah, which they're going to lose money because usually this is when the track's frozen and all that, and we may not have that this year.
I don't think so. Not this week anyway.
Well, I guess we'll find out in the next 3 weeks, won't we?
That's right. That's right. All right, let's knock out some shout-outs.
Do you hear that? It's time for shout-outs on Fishing Arkansas.
Drop shot.
Hey, you know I want to give a shout out to Thurlow, Mary, and Charles with Prime America. They're always helping people with their financial literacy. So if you need any questions about your financial future, give them a call at 501-414-8863 with Prime America, and that's Thurlow, Mary, and Charles.
We got some comments on Facebook right now. Jason Long was just at Oaklawn yesterday, and it was I don't know if it even got to 50 yesterday. It was a little cool.
It was a little chilly, but, I mean, I would think the horses would prefer a chilly day over cold or extreme hot.
Yeah. I know when we had to run our 2 miles, I like to have it in the 40s or 50s rather than the 80s and 90s. I can tell you that much.
Or the hundreds.
Oh, the hundreds. Okay, so Tackle Zombie, folks, if you need tungsten weights, which that's really what you need to be using, go to that webpage and put Big Sarge 64 to get your discount. Monster lithium batteries, a lot of folks, if believe it or not, didn't know it, they make them right here in Arkadelphia.
Right here in the state of Arkansas, Arkadelphia, right down the road.
And they are the first ones with the technology, so they're always in, and here's the thing. I don't know how many hundreds or different lithium batteries running around.
That's a whole bunch of them
now. But Monster Lithium's got a 10-year warranty. Call Randy down there. Tell him we sent you.
Customer service is outstanding.
It is. And the best monitors, and here's another thing. Once you make something, everybody wants to recreate, right? ICU monitors, I've got an 18 Android, which means the box, everything is in that monitor. So I did this with Quincy Rhodes Jr., number 97. I took him fishing, and I said, hey, let's watch a little ESPN. And he goes, huh? And I went there, and I hit the little button right there, and we went from Live Scope to ESPN.
Really? Okay, good stuff.
And, is that a big deal? But you know what? I think it's going to work out for our saltwater guys that take those 2-hour trips out.
Yep.
Watch a little YouTube or
on
something.
the road, on the way out.
Yeah,
and the way
so
back
that's pretty cool. Anyway, ICU monitors, you go to ICUmarinemonitors.com. Give them a call. Tell them I sent you. You'll get a discount, 18, 20, or 22s. But remember, your Hummingbird, Lowrance, or Garmin has to be able to pair up with it. So it has to have an HDMI cord. So, that means a lot. Lake Fork Marina, which is, they're still giving out some discounts and stuff for hotels. It's a slow time.
Yep.
But I will say
it's a good time. The lake is quiet though.
It is, but I will say this: there are some big ones hitting. They've been catching some hammers. Rick has, but going into February, especially March, he stays booked up. The lake is full, and it's really fun. So get over there and see them. And then of course East Texas Fiberglass, which I had a couple of marks on my Skeeter, and they fixed up, and I just can't find anybody around here. And you may have to drive to East Texas, but you know what? It's 3.5 hours from here, and your boat's going to be brand new.
You know what? I did. I got a one of those doohickeys on mine. I was on Hamilton the other day, and you know, once you go up in a little dock, if you don't come straight back out, you're gonna hit some metal. So I got a nice size W on the side of mine. So I'm gonna have to get taken care of. I hate that.
Yeah. Well, usually go down there with me, so you know we'll
have to check 'em out.
arrange that. Hey, real quick before we move on, you know it's 8:15 right now. Let's just talk about what happened at the Anvil Jaw. First off, it's a club tournament. Y'all had over 80 boats.
Over 80 boats. 80 boats, yes.
So I fished same day, January 1st. We fished Greer's Ferry, and there was over 50. Joey Fuentes was out there, and your Greer's Ferry studs, let's just say, your sticks were out there. So we felt pretty good coming in. I think we come in 11th. And we didn't have to weigh the fish. We knew we wouldn't get them to check, but it was just fun to do the video and everything.
Oh, yeah.
But how is Hamilton setting up?
The big fish are not starting to come in. Have not started to come in yet. You know, you get a 5-pounder, you're doing real well out there. Usually, at this time of year, you catching 8s and 9s out there. But like I said, it was 88 boats that participated. It was a lot of limits weighed in. A lot of fish were caught. You know, I'm pretty sure some of the guys that didn't weigh in had fish. You know, he's one of those things either going to go out to win it or not. Like I said, 88 boats. I had 9, 7. I think I came in 27th. Out of that one, but
so how'd you catch them?
I caught them off crankbait, and I caught them off jig. That's what I caught my fish off of. And shaky head.
Now the water's low.
Water is low, so you still have to be careful how you running up in there. But like I say, my man Tyrone, he did well, and my man Alex Allen, he did well. They came in 5th and 6th, so they had over 14 pounds.
Okay.
So they did. It took 15 pounds to win it. So I think Sheffield. I don't know if Sheffield won it or came in second.
That's his home water, so you got to expect him to be up there.
Yeah, he's pretty stud-ish up there on that one. But the lake is looking good. I mean, when catching fish, I'm sure everybody caught a lot of fish. It's just the big fish haven't set up yet.
Yeah, Greer's Ferry, and you already know, I've taken Sean and the grandson out there. I mean, you've gone out there, Jerry. So the bait's setting up in the back of the creeks, some of them in the mouth of creeks, like yesterday. Brad and them fished the Winter Series, and they were in the mouth. But here's the thing, they can't get them to hit if they're underneath the bait and stuff. It's almost like they've been pestered so much for the last 45 days.
They hiding.
That they're sick of it.
Yeah, they hiding up under the bait.
Yeah, and I'm not saying you can't catch them, because you can. You can go up Middle Fork and all them. And believe it or not, being almost 7 foot low, when you throw to the bank, it's already dropping because that bank is out of water.
Right.
And so throw you a 2.5-inch Kitech swim bait, probably, half ounce, is okay because it's deep right there, and just swim it back and you're really going to have a good time.
That's secondary point.
Yeah. We went over in front of Jansen's with the tall trees. Me and you went over there. Crappie are setting up inside the trees. And here's your little tip, folks, if you're listening. Just because you look at a tree on live scope and you don't see anything move, run an Alabama rig or run a jerk bait on top of that tree and see if they don't come up. And you say, I didn't have no idea.
Yep. That's the same thing on the bottom. A lot of fish are on the bottom that you don't see until you run something by them and they'll come up.
Yeah.
So
I'll talk a little bit about this before he calls in, Jeff Sprague. So bottom line, Lake Fork is the premier destination for big fish. We all know this, right?
I agree.
Okay, so they have the Sealy Big Bass Tournament, and it's up to $1 million. I mean, truck, boat, everything. It's unbelievable. Then right after that, they have the Berkeley Big Bass, which in this case you have to use Berkeley baits. Okay. And I'm not a Berkeley fan. They do have some stuff, the Credge and their spinnerbait starting to come along or whatever, but their jigs are not very good. And anyway, you kind of struggle with their baits. But Lake Fork Lures, with Jeff backing up with their plastics, and this being in March, it is setting up for one great spawning tournament.
So is Lake Fork just plastics, or do they have hard baits, spinner baits, things of that nature?
I think it's all plastics. I don't think they have any hard baits.
Okay.
We do have to go on break. We will cover. Looks like my man Slade Douglas is going to call in. We got a little trout report. People are asking more and more about trout fishing.
All right, so let's do it like this. The fishing season is really ready to kick off. ABA District 47 is kicking out their season January the 17th on Lake Hamilton. They come out of Fish Hatchery. So if you got something or want something to do January the 17th, go check out ABA.
All right, coming back with the weather. Stay with us. Fishing Arkansas.
All right, we got a lot of people already out here today. Let's see here. Good morning, Miss Eva. Good morning, Miss Angelia. Good morning, Sean. Who else? Good morning, Jerry. Good morning, Jason. Good morning, George. Good morning, Shauna. Good morning, Donnie. Slade, good morning. All right, we got some folks already checking us out this morning. So we really appreciate everybody listening to us this morning and viewing us. That's awesome. Good stuff. We don't have our other people here, so our banter throughout on break is probably gonna be a little different. I can only mess with Big Sarge for so long.
I'll do the ponies. Let's do the ponies at 9:15.
The ponies?
Yeah. Wonder who that is already. Jerry.
That Jerry already? Man, my doggone shoulder. This something up with this arm. I don't know. No, I'm not gonna call arthritis in it. Nope.
Well,
but I know it's a one main scar that they did went in on, and that sucker hurts, boy. Like it has spasms. Real talk. I'm like, God dang, it wake me up.
Denver needs to win today against San Diego, and they will have home field.
You mean the Los Angeles Chargers?
Yes, Chargers, and they'll have home field the whole time.
Well, who played last night? 49ers lost last night, didn't they?
That's correct.
Yeah.
I did watch Tampa Bay because I like old Mayfield. And
Tampa Bay won, though, didn't they?
Well,
yes, they won. But they need help today in order to
make the
playoffs.
Is Pittsburgh making the playoff?
If they win.
Pittsburgh.
Yes, if they win tonight against Baltimore, they're in. If
they win,
they win, they're in. They lose, their season's done.
They're home. That's my team. Come on, Pittsburgh. But that might be a pretty good game, though, if Lamar don't get fired up. Lamar.
Well, good football on today, and next Thursday is it the playoffs?
First game of the semifinal, yep.
The Final Four. And nobody believed me when I said this. Maybe I think it was you. That if Miami got in, they'd run the table.
I didn't turn my stuff on too far. So what now?
I said if Miami got into the playoffs, they'd run the table. And now they're in the Final Four.
Oh, you talking about what?
Hurricanes.
Football?
Yeah, college.
College football? I haven't got a chance to watch. Who's playing? There's some guys playing this week, aren't they? Thursday and Friday. Who's playing Thursday and Friday?
God. Glad I said that. I got to go by the mall today and drop off that camera.
Not the camera. Look like Brandy's watching. What's up, Pop?
Who?
Brandy.
Buckshot,
watching? She's watching. She can't talk, but she can watch. That's what I'm talking about.
Shauna won. Somebody's calling in right now. They won something. I tried to text and call everybody I had on that list, but some of them I couldn't read.
You couldn't read your handwriting. You couldn't read their names. What about telephone number? Did you call them?
Well, it sounded like Jerry McCready, which is fine. Right now, we'll tell Jerry.
Jerry.
My man Addie Kyle from across the pond.
Across the pond. Uh-oh. Somebody's bringing something to you.
stuff yet.
That's brandy.
Makes it stronger.
Welcome back to Fishing Arkansas. Here's Big Sarge.
All right, so listen, I try to get a hold of everybody, and some of the numbers I couldn't read. So, Steve, if you're listening right now, actually, Buckshot is on Facebook, and she's not here because she's sick, but she won a $100 gift card in Whitehall. So I will give this number to Brandy, and Brandy will call you, Steve. Now, let's talk some crappie.
Not only do we tell you about the hottest fishing spots here on Fishing Arkansas, we also get you in touch with the best guides around, and our next guest is no exception. He's so devoted to his craft that he's known as the Crappie-holic. You especially know him if you hang around Greer's Ferry, but if you don't, check him out online at crappieholicguideservice.com. You can also call him at 501-350-9053. Here's Jerry McCready on Fishing Arkansas.
What's going on, Jerry?
Hello.
Good morning, gentlemen.
How about 150,000 views on our little shotgun start? How about that?
That was fun.
Wait a minute. Are you going to come on over? Are you going to cross over to the bass world?
Well, no.
You know, it like I said, that was way out of what I normally do. I haven't done a bass tournament since the 90s, but it was fun. It really was. But, yeah, knocking that rust off, I don't know that I would do that on a regular still, but I like to stay in my lane because, I always tell everybody, crappie guys are retired bass guys.
Okay, gotcha.
I will say this, Jerry saved me from going in the water. I was pushing off my rod off a dock because I threw a jig way up there shallow, and he got up there, and I was pushing so we wouldn't just tear up the trolling motor, and my rod slipped off the dock, and I'm telling you, he caught me. I was supposed to be wet the rest of the day, and that was early. So,
but Jerry, look
he
like
would have went swimming.
You caught a big one already that day. Then.
Oh,
right.
Well, it was fun. I don't know if you knew this, but they had their tournament yesterday, and Brad and Scotty was out there in front of Hurricane, no doubt, where me and you were, and the bait did line up there. Again, it's nothing but a Kentucky fest. There are some largemouth being caught, but I think personally that the lake's been beat on for 45 days or more because of the weather, and it's getting a little tough out there. What are you thinking, Jerry?
Oh, yeah, these fish are pressured. Even the crappie are pressured. I had a trip yesterday, and we went into Hill Creek, and, I mean, trees, hundreds of crappie in every tree. And we took the arsenal. We had big minnows, little minnows, crappie magnets, mid-south, Bobby Garland. We threw everything but the kitchen sink at these fish, and there'd be 4, 5, 6 of them follow it out, come down to about 2 of them following on out to the boat, and then they'd all turn back. And, I mean, we did end up catching some keepers. I mean, it was a decent day, but we had to work for it. I mean, one tree would hit a small minnow and wouldn't hit nothing else. The next tree would hit that crappie magnet and wouldn't hit nothing else. Hit live bait. It's just like these fish are just jacked up.
Right.
But, yeah, there was a lot of trees we pulled up on, and as soon as that live scope flashed on it, crappie leaving.
Yeah.
Wow.
So they were on to that live scope.
Yeah, so here's the deal, and I know you don't have it yet, but I'm still saying that personally thinking if you got a hydro wave, I think it could mask part of it. You won't know until you put it on there. And the reason, and I want you to explain to everybody why you have to long pole sometime, because if you're not shooting out there 50 to 60 feet, these fish are getting spooked.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not casting at them at 40, 50 feet, a lot of your bigger fish are leaving the tree. When I say bigger fish, I mean your 12, 13, 14-inch fish. The 7, 8, 9, 10, 11-inch fish, a lot of them will stay in the tree. But as you'll see on some of my live scope videos on my Facebook, as you get closer to the tree, the fish start out. When you see the tree, the fish are on top of the tree, just right under the surface. As you get closer to the tree, the fish drop down. by the time you get close enough to use a long pole on these fish, a 13 to 15-foot long pole, these fish have been dropped down to where the top fish are 12 to 15 feet. And so, I mean, they know you're coming. These fish are not dummies.
Well, you know, I did buy me a Hydro Wave last week, just after our program that we had. We talked about that to see if that's going to change. Take it out to the Beast Outdoors Innovation to get it put on for me. But
that's right.
Yeah, I am going to. I did purchase one just for that reason, just to see if that does make a difference.
I will say this, Jerry, and me and you were out there. If you're bass fishing now, crappie. I mean, sometimes they're out there just out in the middle of nothing, and you can set your distance to 100. Some folks like 70 or 80, but set it to 100. And if you see those fish at 60 and 70, try your hardest to throw past them and bring it up, because I have surprised some good fish by doing that, because they never heard the pinging.
Right.
So
I never felt that presence on them, because I'm pretty sure sound underwater goes further than out of water, right? And sound faster underwater. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure they hear you coming with all the other noises that's going on. But the closer you get, the wearier they
tell them about beating around on your boat. Folks don't understand this, and it's nice to have carpet. Don't jump around on your boat, because they'll leave the tree. Explain that a little bit.
Right. Yeah, I have to tell clients all the time, do not, if you have to move, do not step heavy. And if you doubt this at all, try it one time. You find the fish on the scope, if you're within 30 feet of them and you step heavily in that boat, just the vibration of that step, there goes your mass exodus. You can watch them leave.
That shock wave goes through the water.
There you go.
There you go.
And a lot of this we're learning because of live scope. And listen, me and Basil talked about this. I never had a problem with live scope. My problem was, if you're going to fish smaller lakes, I feel that you could deplete the fish in it if
Wipe 'em out.
if everybody went out there. Now, something like Grizz Ferry, something like that, Jerry's already proved that there's thousands and thousands of crappie. But now what we're learning, Jerry,
thousand smart crappie.
they are getting smarter.
There you go. Oh, well,
Hey,
that's how they
nature
get big.
will find a way.
Yeah, you're right about that. Nature will find a way to survive. There you go.
Yeah.
So,
Now your fish that are on the bottom, they may be a little bit easier, especially for 30 or 40 or 50 feet. You know, one thing I didn't ask this is, was there any dead fish after the tournament if they had to fizz them? And maybe you knew that or know it. I didn't ask, Jerry.
I didn't hear, and I didn't see any at the boat ramp. Normally, you'll see them at the ramp the next day. But, honestly, this time of year, the colder it is, the less you really have to do that. As you go into the warmer weather, May, June, July, August, that's when you really, really have to be concerned with that.
Stress them out.
Okay. All right.
That makes sense.
Well, let's say they're going to go out there on their own right now. Which way would you steer them, and what kind of base would they use on Greers?
What I would suggest with the water low right now, this is your best time to ease around and find the timber that's just under the surface. If you do not have live scope, this is your best time. If you have a way to mark it on a GPS, a Humminbird, on your phone, on an avionics app, this is the best time to go find the timber that you can see and mark it. Because when you come back to that timber, drop down, you can either cast to it or drop down with a long pole, drop a crappie magnet, 16th ounce head, unpainted, show enough color or the show enough glow. If they don't hit that, go ahead and try that Isom color, which is a Cajun cricket color. But drop that down and drop it slowly. Another thing we've learned from live scope, if you drop that bait down there too fast, you'll spook them. If you pull it up too fast, you'll spook them. If you are targeting that fish even on live scope, and you drop that bait down to that fish, if the bait goes below the fish, he'll turn off of it. He won't eat it. Crappie feed up. So that bait has to be above them. So you got to watch that fish on the live scope. But if you don't have the scope, drop that pole slowly. Drop it about 15 feet down by the tree, and slowly start pulling it back up slowly, 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 and watch that rod tip. And if that rod tip starts to sag a little bit, you better set the hook.
Load up.
So let me go a little further with it. Let's just say we got some folks and they just not really good at throwing it out there, doing what you're saying. They rather throw a bobber in the minnow. What would you say about that?
Go to Hill Creek, find some timber you can see, use a slip bobber, toss that minnow out there about 10 to 12 feet, and let her eat.
Okay, let her eat. You
start with a small minnow. I suggest this time of year a smaller minnow. That bigger bait, they're just not as interested in it. Saw that yesterday.
Mm. Do you find out that the weather affects the size of bait that they hit?
You know, if it's a south wind, yeah, I think they hit more aggressive, or a west wind. That north wind, I think, in my opinion, is worse than an east wind. I can still make them bite pretty decent on an east wind, but you give me a north wind, and those fish are just finicky as all get out.
All right.
And a barometer will screw them up, too. You get a barometer over 30.03 on up to like 30.06, that high pressure will jack them up.
Jerry, real quick, I got one more question. Then you need to put your information out, folks. You need to book this man to learn live scope and learn how to catch crappie. My last question to you is boat docks. Greers Ferry is loaded to the hill with boat docks, boat marinas, whatever. Have you ever caught any around those?
You know, I don't fish around the actual docks on the marinas, but, you know, private docks, we will fish around those. And there are some docks that will hold fish. You just got to be, you know, respectful. Do not hit the equipment around the dock. Don't get the, you know, bang your bait off the minnows or off the motors or whatever. But they are under some of the lifts and stuff. Always watch for chains. Always watch for the bar that goes across the front. You got a lot of obstacles you can hang up on.
Yeah, that's so true.
All right. They want to book you. How do they do it, my man?
They can go to crappieholicguideservice.com. It is iPhone and smartphone friendly. Scroll down to crappie half-day trip or full-day trip. Click on it. It'll give the breakdown, the price, and the available date. You can click on that and secure it there, and then contact me. Either make a payment or we'll arrange payment at the boat ramp. Facebook, Crappieholic Guide Service on Facebook. And then my personal page, Jerry McCready, on Facebook. They can also call or text, preferably text. That way I've got your information, 501-350-9053. And I am pretty well wide open. I will be at the Little Rock Boat Show this coming weekend, so you can come visit with me and book there as well.
That's right. Well, we'll all be there. Hey, thank you, Jerry. Every Sunday we get a great report. We appreciate you. We're going on break. Thank you again, brother.
Appreciate it, Jerry.
Thank y'all.
All right, buddy.
All right, here we go. Let's get Amberjaw, and you have to be a member of Amberjaw to fish. Amberjaw is having a tournament January the 10th, coming out of Lake Hamilton, out of the fish hatchery. So if you're fishing Amberjaw, you want to become a member of Amberjaw, try to become a member and fish their tournaments. January the 10th, Lake Hamilton, come out of fish hatchery.
Coming back, Coach E has Hamilton, DeGray, Washita. Stay with us, Fishing Arkansas.
Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind.
Bright sunny day. Bright sunny day.
How about that right there, Slick Willie? What is this goofy thing?
Is Nikki done?
Yeah, she's all over this place. Nikki, how are you?
Well, I tell you what, Nikki,
what's she saying?
About missing fishing with her dad.
Oh, yeah.
I am blessed, Nikki, to be able to still have my father and we still go fishing and talk fishing. So my heart goes out to you by missing your dad. And, hey, in heaven he probably is setting a hook somewhere.
That's right. That's right.
Katie by the door. There we go.
We're going to come back with Coach E.
Coach E.
Well, I'm gonna tell him, Coach, if you're listening on Facebook, cover down on Hamilton and Washita and let DeGray be your last lake, because we're gonna talk that little piece.
Talk DeGray.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-mm.
What?
I don't know what you're saying, but I know what we were doing.
You're gonna go home and kick back on some
Homeland. I'm gonna go check like some Homeland. You've been talking about it. I'm gonna go check it out. I'm gonna go check it out. I've been keeping up with my Landman, then my Tulsa King.
Yeah,
Tulsa
that's
King is
Sundays.
done.
Yeah. But this is 8 seasons, so I
8 seasons?
I'll at least watch 3 every night. My son's on it now. Finally, he's on.
You watch 3 seasons a night?
No,
Oh, 3
episodes.
Okay.
Yeah, because they're solid 50 minutes.
Are they? Well,
But I mean, sometimes I can't believe that I got to watch the next one. It's 10 o'clock.
Well, hey man, you don't have to get up and go to work. You're good to go.
That's a good point.
Just watch it until your eyeballs drop. I tried to stay up a little bit yesterday myself. I was like,
What time you got to be at work now?
7:30. I can be 7:30, 8:30. I do 7:30 so I can get in and get out. So
You down here, downtown?
I'm right over at the Rockefeller Building, right across from the Capitol.
Good people around there.
Yeah, I pick up my granddaughter on Tuesdays and Wednesdays now. So get in, get out, and go do some pop-out sitting. Pop-out sitting. She is such a little character. She's about to be 2. She'll be 2 in next month. And for Christmas, she got the like a little mic thing that she can sing on. Oh my goodness! I told her mother she had to keep that at her house. I'm not doing that, boy. But she is singing.
Wear you out on with that thing, huh?
Boy, Papa. No, Papa don't want to hear all
She's
that.
performing for you, Papa.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Papa. That's how I say Papa. And she's singing the ABCs and she can count to 10, and it's pretty good too. I'm proud of the Joker. Yes, I forgot how little kids that age can be smarter than you think.
So I was thinking, but I'm not going to.
So
Stop. You're not gonna think?
Come back. You want to do weather then Jimmy? Or
No,
you wanna go
Jimmy's
right
on hold for a long time. I think he's walking into church.
Okay.
Yeah, and then after
just go
that,
right
if
into
we
it.
got time, I want to talk to him for a little bit. So,
Little bit. What was you thinking? About getting your granddaughter taking her back to the show?
no, I'm talking about going to Texas, and I don't think I'm going to go at all in January.
So what color is your truck? Is it midnight black or what is it?
Yeah, black with red flake.
Red flake is in it? Oh, so what color is your boat gonna be?
Black and red.
Really? Oh, that might be pretty sweet there, dog.
All right, time to switch back, everyone.
Your landscape updated to a whole new level and be listening for Game Balls and Jock Straps only on 103.7 The Buzz.
First I was afraid, I was petrified. Kept thinking I could never live without you by my side. But then I spent so many nights thinking how you did me wrong, and I grew strong.
Every good team needs a coach. It could be a team of coworkers, it could be in the classroom, it even extends to fishing. Now, the man we're about to bring on is known as the fishing coach. When you check out his YouTube channel, you'll see he'll help you catch fish, maybe even catch your personal best, and he'll help teach you how to use the latest electronics while he does it. He's the head fishing coach at Nashville High School. He's a guide on both Lake DeGray and Lake Ouachita. Here's Jimmy Easterling on Fishing Arkansas.
Coach, how are you?
What's going on, Coach?
Morning, guys. How we doing?
Well, welcome to
morning.
the first show of 2026.
26.
And I'm glad you're a part of it, Coach.
Yes,
We got
sir.
some great guides that call the show, and you're one of them. You got 3 lakes. I'm going to ask you to leave Lake DeGray to the end if you'll cover the other 2 lakes first.
Yeah, so appreciate you. Happy first show for 2026. Kind of crazy. I've been a part now for almost 2 years, and
That's going by
thank you
fast.
for letting me be a part of it. But let's go real quick with Hamilton. The bite's still been pretty shallow for this winter period. Your lipless crankbaits, bladed jigs, you're in dirtier water, which I've been told the water's still a little clean for the most part. But if you find some dirtier water, don't be afraid to throw a spinner bait. Also flipping a jig on those days there's no wind against the docks. Shallow. Ouachita has been a blast. I had a really first good trip of the year. We caught them in ditches, drains off the main channel, off the main lake. We had a day with not much wind. We targeted these ditches 40, 50 foot that were allowed to bait. We found one group of fish that we caught: largemouth, spotted bass, yellow bass, stripers, catfish, drum. It was kind of wild. We had a 50-fish day. There was 4 of us. I was in their boat to do a on the water lesson. And but there's fish, I think, spread out at Ouachita. There's going to be fish in that 40, 50-foot zone in your drains or on your points. But there's going to be still fish 10 foot up, but the big thing is you're going to need some wind, and a lipless crankbait, half-ounce, three-quarter-ounce, your football jig and swim jig's always going to catch fish through the winter. And then you can't forget about the Alabama rig. But, yeah, we ready for the gray?
Yeah, and so there's a new segment. I haven't come up with a name of it, but it just so happens to be on Lake DeGray, and it's perfect that Coach E is going to give the report. And after he does the report, we have places you can stay, which our good friend Bill owns Iron Mountain. But we'll go over that. But real quick, they have a tournament there. Is it this Saturday? Sunday?
This Sunday. The Mr. Bass of Arkansas is going to be at Lake DeGray.
Okay, so let's talk it. What do you do? How do you catch fish right now?
So, man, there's a lot of fish at DeGray shallow right now, from the clear water all the way up to the river section. If you have wind, that's going to help that bite. So your lipless crankbait is going to be good. Your shallow running crankbaits, like a Norman Speed Little Wind, the Deep Little Wind is another example. But then also, if there's no wind, then you got to have to figure out a way to catch them, and that's where it's going to be more of a finesse deal. It could be your jigs, it could be your little worms, little crawl, like little Ned rig setups. But if there's a day like it's cloudy even today, they're going to bite pretty good. And it's crazy how many fish are shallow. Their cover they're relating to is grass. A lot of fish are in that grass or near it. Up the lake, there's not much grass, and so it's going to be rock and wood. And like for me, I've been out there, not as much as Ouachita, but it's been hard to find them off the bank. But when you do, it's going down. But that lake just doesn't stay consistent every day. So for the tournament, it's going to come down to the best anglers that fish the actual day in the moment and execute.
Well, I'll tell you this, looking at the weather, and I haven't done it yet, Thursday and Friday is almost a 70% chance of rain, so that might dirty it up a little bit. And then the weather for Sunday is a high of 46. What would you do in that case there, Coach?
Yeah, so I saw the weather because I was looking for my trips, and I was kind of thinking about it. This weekend looks like it's going to be a little post-front winter conditions. With that, no wind and bluebird skies days, it's going to be tough. They're really good anglers, and I say really good, with that lipless crankbait, they're still going to catch them, or a bladed jig. Like wind helps everybody else, but your best still can do that. I know me, in those conditions, I like to do the offshore fishing, try to find them in that 20 to 40-foot zone. Me, personally, I would try to do that and live and die by it. But I really think someone's going to catch them shallow with a jig, a little finesse setup, or, like I said, that trap bite. Or it could be I don't like throwing a jerkbait when there's not much wind, but like I said, the guys that are really good with it, they're still going to catch them. It's just going to hurt the other anglers.
Yeah, you know what I found out real quick on a jerkbait at Greer's Ferry now, just because it's right there by my home, is if I can find those trees that are about 5 to 6 feet under the water, which the lake is low,
right?
Okay, makes sense, and I could throw a jerkbait, get it over by that tree, and just let it sit there and watch them come up, they'll either hit it or they'll follow it all the way to the boat. You're talking a different style of jerkbaiting, right?
I mean, no. It could be like the Mega Bass Division 110 or 110+1 or your Berkeley Stunners. So those jerkbaits as well. Like I said, I'm not much of a jerkbait fisherman. I caught so many fish with it free live scope, and I can catch it with live scope. But I just know a lot of other anglers throw it, and I like it more for the pre-spawn situations. But I say in dirtier water. If I was fishing like Lake Fork and East Texas, I'm throwing it. But yes, so I'm just like kind of saying ideas with the fish being more shallower, relating to that grass that's like anywhere from 5 to 10 feet deep. A jerkbait can be a player to catch a big one.
Okay, all right, folks, you heard that. And every Sunday he's going to give us three reports. Now, because this is a new segment, maybe you can help us out. This is your home water. Places to stay is Iron Mountain, just because Bill Barnes,
and it's a great place to stay.
Is a personal friend. He's got Greason, and he's got Ouachita, of course.
Mount Harbor. Yeah.
Can you add to any of that part right there, Jimmy?
Yeah, I'm glad you asked. Because I was going to recommend places to eat, guys. Like I said, if I'm going to stay there, it's going to be Iron Mountain. Very nice. Got a lot of different kind of lodges and cabins. But for places to eat, there in Caddo Valley, you have I just went blank on my barbecue joint name, but you got Flying Burger, but you do have the barbecue joint there on the other side of the interstate. I just went blank on it. But those are my two places there. You have the Catfish. Fat Boys, my wife's right here. She remembered it.
Fat
She lived in
Boys,
Arkansas
okay.
for 6 years. Fat Boys is awesome. And then, so you got Fat Boys and Flying Burgers. Fat Boys is barbecue steaks, hamburgers. But now, one of my favorite little joints to eat, it's in Arkadelphia. The next exit up is going to be Allen's Barbecue. I get that potato with the pork. It has the cheese, barbecue sauce. It's a favorite of mine. So there's 3 places that are just good sit-down places. Or what Coach E does, it's funny. Coach E, when I'm at the boat ramp, I will call Flying Burger or Fat Boys, and I will pull up there, walk in, get my box to go, and eat it on the way home.
Okay. All right. Well, this is part of the segment.
Boy,
so
I gotta check 'em out.
Hey, next Sunday may be Dardanelle, or it could be Hamilton.
Yep.
Now the places that I have, and help me if I'm not on, but Fishnet, Hamburger Barn,
Fishnet is
Cracker
good.
Barrel, Slim, and Shorty's. Any of those?
Yeah. You have a bunch of good options. So I'm about to say the fish nest is awesome.
It is,
And it's great. It's another good one. I forgot about the burger joints. I lived in Arkadelphia for 6 years at one point, man. It brings back good memories. It's a great place to stay. Both colleges are there, so you have a two-college town.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's a variety of options to eat. And like I said, if you're going to stay at Iron Mountain.
All right, my last question, boat show, will you be there?
That's a great question. I really have to see my schedule. I got my new boat. My boat came in. I got to fish in it yesterday.
Oh, good.
But it's not fully rigged yet. I got to fish it partially rigged. I'm going to be picking it up later this week.
Icon?
But I'm not sure if I'm.
Was it Icon? What is it?
Or not. Yes, sir. It's an Icon.
There you go.
Yes, sir. It's a Icon BLE 21 with a Yamaha 250. When it's done rigged, I'm going to have 2 12s at the dash. I'm going to have 2 ICU 18-inch monitors up front, 2 34 transducers, and 10-foot Raptors and crappie brakes. It's about to be a decked-out boat.
Boy.
I'm excited about it.
That's 36. That's 36 inches of watching up there.
Yeah. Well, I have to sell mine.
Oh yeah, where those fish ain't gonna hide.
No. There's some pinging going on. But I have to sell mine because I'm getting into a Phoenix now, and we don't get no big arguments on radio right now. But Phoenix and Skeeters is kind of where my life has been, and the 18-inch Android ICU has been a huge player with anybody in my boat, and especially with me with that 8612 that's going to mirror it. And you've been out there, okay? You've seen these other screens, these other monitors. It's hard to beat the clarity of a ICU.
Oh, yes. So one thing I like about the ICU, because I've been in both, because that's my big part of my business is getting in other people's boats, using their equipment, teaching them, and going through it. I've been with other brands. The thing about ICU, I've noticed, guys, that it's brighter, like the screen's brighter.
Yep.
And I kind of I've been like that. Some of those brands, it's like darker and you can't adjust the brightness. But this one, there's just something to it. One thing I will tell, like I've told, I know I'm using it, and you're like, oh yeah, you're using it, you're partnered with them. But the one biggie I see with ICUs, their warranty is 3 years compared to 2 years of the other brands.
That's right.
And so that's a big deal because any technology and equipment, there's going to be problems at times. It just happens. It happens with boats. It happens with vehicles, cell phones. So with this, there could be a problem. But with ICU, you get 3 years of customer service warranty.
Well, you know what? When I went out with Big Sarge and watched his 18-inch, I told him it was like looking at a movie on your iPhone versus looking at a movie at the theater. I mean, it was that big. It was that much.
Hey, if you think that 18's big time, you need to go check out a 22.
Oh my goodness!
That 22 I have is it's and like in this next boat I'm running, it's a client that already custom ordered it, and I'm running his boat. But I'm going to miss the 22. I'm not going to lie, and so hopefully my next one will have the 22 back on it. But the 18's sweet. Like I fished with it yesterday. It's great.
Yep.
But that 22 is like I don't know what to say. It is. It's a big screen.
It is.
Like IMAX Studio.
All right. I know you're pretty much booked January, but if something cancels, how do they get a hold of you?
So actually my trip tomorrow is canceled. My guy got the flu, so we're taking that day off. But I have tomorrow open. But besides that, I'm booked all the way through January. You can contact me through my Facebook, Jimmy Eastling Fishing, the Fishing Coach, or the YouTube channel. It's called the Fishing Coach. My email is going to be there in the description of the channel. But yeah, guys, let's go get some dates set up in February. Hope you guys learn how to target these bass in the winter. dial in your electronics and let's go catch some fish.
Okay.
Sounds like your little one is getting a little airtime too.
That's right. That's right. All right. Well,
yeah. We're about to walk in church right now.
Hey,
right,
I appreciate the last 2 years with you. Thank you, Coach.
Appreciate you, Coach.
All right. We got to go on break, or we got weather?
We've got time.
Okay.
I believe you had originally intended around 8:45 to cover a Come On Man.
Well, if you want to, let's do it.
You know how you're going about your business on a daily basis, and then you see or hear something that just really bugs you?
You know, that really grinds my gears.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Come on, man. What are we talking about?
Well, we're setting aside a little time to get these things off our chest. It's Come On, Man on Fishing Arkansas.
Ooh, let's get it started.
All right, so this has something to do with fishermen, okay? So my parents that are driving right now want to do this early enough for the kids to hear, teenagers and stuff like that. Let's talk about social media. I get this question answered or asked to me a lot is, how do you pick up sponsors? And, you know, one of my big things, and Drop Shot will tell you that I just don't jump on somebody that wants to say, hey, we want to be on the show. I got to make sure it's the right fit.
Yep.
Is it the right product and all that good stuff, right? So here's some things that you need to remember about social media. First off, the internet never forgets. Screenshots live forever.
Yep.
Right?
Yes, sir.
It can cost you your job or your sponsor. Remember this. One bad comment can end opportunities.
Yep.
Now, when I was a first sergeant, I would get in front of the troops and I would tell them, listen, leave politics and leave your personal life out of Facebook.
Especially in uniform.
All right, so let me just drive on a little bit. The folks that are watching could be watching law enforcement, court, schools, employees, future employers.
Yep.
Okay? Tones get misread. Sarcasm, jokes, frustration don't translate well in your text when you mean isn't what they read.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. You can it can sound angry, but it can be just flat out.
It can hurt your credibility.
Yep.
The fastest way to lose respect is to argue emotionally or look reckless online. I see it all the time.
I agree with that.
They do it to me all the time when I video something, okay? Sean wants to jump in there all day long, and I said, no, just leave it alone. Silence is the best.
There you go.
All right.
Silence is a response.
That's right. It fuels trolls, okay, and drama. Engaging stupid only makes it grow. Silence shuts it down. Remember this.
Right. Stupid feeds off stupid.
That's right.
Stupid is as stupid does.
Yeah.
Remember the respect for yourself, your family, kids, employee, military, sponsors, okay? And my last statement real quick is don't talk stupid online.
Yep.
All right, that comment could that you fire off in 5 seconds could cost you your job, sponsor, your reputation. Smart people pause, emotional people post.
There you go.
Okay? Silence always wins. Go ahead.
There you go. All right, let's go. Traded Bills, they're kicking off their team series February 21st. Come on Lake Washita. They'll be coming out of Brady Mountain. So if you want to go fish Lake Washita in February, look at Traded Bills.
Coming back with Major League Fishing Pro, Jeff Sprague. Stay with Fishing Arkansas.
This wind is blowing my mind.
She thought it was good advice.
Yeah, it was good. To the lines, not to see them weep.
I bet you that's Jeff.
Oh man, yeah, that was some good stuff. I know. I want to say something. No, just shut up. You know what? It's not.
People would come up to me saying, "Hey, old sergeant over there was talking about the president."
Yeah.
Huh? So I'd have to go confront him and say, "You need to get down."
Yeah.
Well, what's wrong with freedom of speech? I said, "You're military.
You don't have that same
That's
freedom."
right.
That's right. And if you do want that freedom, you can have it. You just won't be in the military.
That's right. Jerk.
So there you go. You don't have to always agree, and you sure do not have to always comment. Sometimes you just look and listen and keep it moving.
Well, it's not our pro. It's Captain Frank.
Captain Frank.
Let me text him, make sure he knows.
Oh man. Ooh wee. Let's see how many more breaks we got. 1, 2, 3. We got at least 3 more breaks, huh? Good. I got three more shout outs for for upcoming events. I told you Metro is having a benefit tournament on 24th of this month
on
Lake Hamilton. I'm gonna put that out too. Like I said, you're gonna catch some fish.
What?
Oh yeah, that's a long drive for you.
It ain't that bad though. You know, if from here it ain't. I could be at Lake Hamilton in 40 minutes.
Yeah, from here, but
because
you got to put another.
Highways all straight down.
Yeah.
You can haul.
You know what? That's one of the best things they've done. I bet you Buc-ee's had something to do with that.
Yeah.
You're like, hey man, y'all need to go and get this fixed.
They're talking about September opening that
on Buc-ee's. I can believe it because you can already see the framework and everything being set up over there. That's gonna be huge, man. I think they're gonna have like 100 and something pumps.
150.
150 pumps. That you can see the stobs that they going out there. All of where they gonna have the pump set. I'm like, goodness gracious. That's a lot of pumps. I wonder how big.
The only one I've ever stopped at was when you're coming home from Gulf Shores.
I stopped at the one in Texas, and I've stopped in the one in Atlanta, Alabama. Either Alabama or Georgia, one of them. I was going that way, and I stopped.
We almost got hit going out of Buc-ee's. It was that freaking nuts.
I have never seen a Buc-ee's, even when I pass by them, even if I don't stop by them. They're like, it's a concert going on over there. I'm like, what is it's an experience.
It is.
It's an experience. I wonder if
and I ain't fired up about the food. I went in there, me and her, like I said, we left Dolphin Island.
Mm-hmm.
We go this one route. And
which one do you want to do first?
Frank's fast.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Frank.
But when I pull up, I said, God almighty. I didn't need fuel. She just wanted to go in real quick, grab a biscuit.
It's an experience.
And there was no place to park. People were parking across the road, and I said, no.
Well, that area they got in Benton, up in Benton, it's going to be pretty big. It's pretty wide open out there. So, But I am glad if Buc-ee's had anything to do with them getting the freeway fixed down there. I'm happy because of that. Because now you can drive through that area and not have to white knuckle your steering wheel, keep from running over something.
They spell persuasion, PERS.
See, hold on. So you got me now. You shouldn't have asked me that out loud. Not on the air.
Time to switch back, everyone.
I'm pretty sure somebody put it up.
Advocates.org and at the door. We are just a bunch of guys having fun. Just one has exceptional hair.
Yeah.
Nothing more, nothing less. 103.7 The Buzz, KABZ, Little Rock.
Wherever they're biting, that's where you're gonna find them. Got the bass boat gassed up, tackle box, coffee cup, country boy living large. Just another day in the natural state. Fishing Arkansas with Big Sarge.
There are plenty of Arkansans who go to the Gulf Coast on vacation. Just wear a Razorbacks t-shirt. You'll find out how many friends you have. You want to go fishing while you're down there, right? Well, we got just the guy who can help you out. It's time for a saltwater report with Captain Frank of Coastal Blue Persuasion. Check them out on Facebook or online at coastalbluepersuasionfishing.com. You can also call them at 251-513-4019. But that phone call can wait because we've got Captain Frank right now on Fishing Arkansas.
Morning, Captain.
Morning, Captain.
Morning, y'all.
Hey, real quick, Jeff, hold on. We won't take very long with Captain Frank real quick on this. Hey, talking about spring break, I've had a bunch of people already call me and say, hey, where do we go for spring break if we want to book Captain Frank? Can you explain all that for us?
Oh, yeah, spring break. Hey, as long as you stay Orange Beach, Gulf Shores, Fort Morgan, or Dolphin Island, we can take you. Even if you stay in town in Mobile for some reason, you'll be close by.
All right, and spring break is normally the end of March. So what is the target fish that you're going after?
Usually we can still find some speckled trout. Redfish are kind of here and there. But sheep's head's the main game in March, and they'll be just offshore on those gas rigs. And then other than that, we'll be going around the marsh, throwing shrimp, and trying to catch some trout.
Hey, that sheephead is good eating, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
All right, so another question came out was how many can you put in your boat?
We can take 6 anglers.
All right, 6 anglers. And, of course, we already know, folks, if you don't know, you don't have to show up with anything except yourself. Is that right, Kevin?
Good attitude.
Attitude, yeah.
That's right. And a pair of sunglasses.
Yeah, and throw a little lotion in there, a little tanning lotion.
A little lotion? You slip out around the deck.
Yeah. So what's going on right now? I know we're in January now. Are you fishing?
The Mobile Delta is as good as it's ever been. All the rivers are salty because we're in this drought, and big speckled trout, big oversized redfish, they're all up there, and everybody's catching real good jerk baits and grubs on the bottom. Even my son's up there catching some on topwater lures this morning.
Yeah, so folks, listen, if you're retired or you got a little time, call Captain Frank. I put it on the Facebook. There's his number. And give him a call. Listen, the way we go, we shoot out of here to Hattiesburg and shoot straight down to Dolphin Island. Mm-hmm. If you like to drive the ferry over, it's an experience, isn't it, Captain?
Oh, definitely. Yep, you get to see a lot of cool stuff. And don't forget, Allegiant now flies straight into Gulf Shores Airport from Fayetteville, so you can also hop on an airplane and do that too.
I forgot about that. You're right. If you don't want to do the 8 hours, then pop on the plane. You'll probably be there in 45, 50 minutes. And rent you a car and then book Captain Frank.
There you go.
Captain, how do they book you? I've got it on Facebook, but can you tell everybody?
Oh, yeah, Coastal Blue Persuasion, which is Facebook and Instagram, or they can holler at me at 251-513-4019.
All right, it's Captain Frank. Thank you, brother. We're listening to him every Sunday for Saltwater Report.
Appreciate you, Captain.
Hey, thank y'all.
Thank you, brother. All right, now we've got Jeff Sprague, Major League Fishing Pro. Now, listen, he's got a lot of stuff going on, and he's got a heck of a career. So here is his
intro.
Here on Fishing Arkansas, we like to get you in touch with the hottest pros on the water. Our next guest has finished in the top 10 of Major League Fishing 3 times. He's also finished in the top 10 of MLF's Heavy Hitter Series twice, and he caught the most valuable bass of the 2025 season at the Berkeley Big Bass. You want to catch him like he does? Well, he'll help you do it. Here's Jeff Sprague on Fishing Arkansas.
Morning, Jeff.
Morning, Jeff.
Hey, good morning, guys. Good morning, Big Sarge.
How was that? Was that, I know it didn't do your whole career, but is that okay?
Yeah, that'll work, guys. I mean, hey, it's humbling, but yes, sir, I appreciate that.
Well, good. You're big time, man. Rick, we watch you on TV, and we watch you, Dustin Connell, Wheeler, and that bunch, and it's fun. And y'all got one heck of a schedule coming up. Hey, before we get to this Lake Fork tournament, what do you think about O.H. Ivy for the first time?
O.H. Ivy is going to be an interesting event for us. It's known for obviously manufacturing and putting out the biggest bass in the country over the past few years. So it will be interesting for us to show up down there and see what that lake can put out for us.
Yeah, that's going to be a fun one to watch for sure.
What do you go? Just a quick estimate. What do you think the big fish is going to be that day for that tournament?
Guys, it's going to be hard to say, but I'll be willing to bet you we see some double digits. I'm going to go with right around. I mean, I don't foresee a 17 or 16 just because of the tournament format and the way that those guys are catching them. But, I do see double digits in the future there at OH Ivy with the time of year we're going to be there. So I'm going to go around and say around 11 or 12.
Ooh, good fish. That's still a good fish.
We have a guy that calls up here, and, he's a dandy. He fishes the opens, and anyway, he caught 2 14s in the same day. So that's pretty. Dalton Smith is his name. So.
I wouldn't know how to act.
Okay, so let's.
It's
incredible. It is. Okay, so let's talk about what's big happening. First time ever, not the first time a big bass tournament on Lake Fork, of course, but the first time for Lake Fork Lures. Can you talk that piece?
Yeah, so, hey, guys, we're excited about this new tournament that we've put out from Lake Fork Lure Company. It's a hourly weigh-in big bass event with over $100,000 payback in cash and prizes over 2 days. It's so you're going to be able to weigh in your fish every hour. And the key to this event is you have to use a Lake Fork soft plastic lure or one of our hooks or something like that's in conjunction. So let's just say that you're throwing a bladed jig, you can throw a Lake Fork trailer. If you're throwing a football jig, you can throw a Lake Fork trailer. If you're throwing any way that you can conjunction a Lake Fork soft plastic onto that, you can use that bait. Otherwise, it has to just be the soft plastic itself. That's with the qualifying. We do have some pre-entry fee bonuses right now. If you early sign up, I believe you get a $25 gift card back from Lake Fork Lure Company to get some baits in your box, as well as, just some really cool bonuses and prizes and things like that. All of this is hosted through Sealy Outdoors. McDonald's, the Sealy, everybody knows McDonald's Big Bass Splash or Sealy's Big Bass Splash. They're hosting it. It's all weighed in through those guys. It's fully sanctioned. So they're really excited about getting it out there as well and doing this event for us.
Yeah, I want to talk one rule with you because it kind of goes against me a little bit. So now and then, ever since I retired military, I would help out Rick Carter, guide. And, I've been going to Lake Fork for over 20 years, and I can go out there and catch the big ones. There is a rule, though, for guides, and this year I'm lucky enough that I told him not to utilize me in February so I could fish in March. Jeff, the tournament rules for guides is 120 days off. Is that right? Yes, sir. I do believe that to be correct. And as long as someone hasn't taken money to guide in that amount of time, you are legally allowed to fish that event. And it's unfortunate that we have guide rules in place, but I do understand it for the everyday angler that doesn't have the ability to be on the water like a guide would. So I respect both sides of it. I know a fellow's got to make a living, but I also know that that recreational anglers drive the industry. So I respect both sides of it. And I think there should be a guide side pot maybe or something at some point for someone. We'll talk about, hey, we'll definitely look into some things to try to spice it up. Okay. Real quick, some of your hot lures, you've made a really great flipping bait that you won a lot of money on. You want to talk about some of the game players that will probably be a player if we have a mild winter in Texas, they could be some bedding fish in March. What are you thinking? There will be bedding fish in March. With or without a mild winter, it will happen. We have a really full line of baits that have just come out in 2025. So the brand new Lake Fork Pro Hog, that's a great flipping bait, Carolina rig bait, really light Nico rig bait. It's a brush hog style bait that's with a flat body. Please check them out. I'm telling you, these things, I've had them for over 2 years, and I have made a tremendous amount of money on them. We've got the Lake Fork flat finesse worms that are basically just like your finesse worms that mimic really close to like a robo worm type of deal that, for your Nico rigs, for your wacky worms, smaller drop shots, things like that, shaky heads, those are all out. We got a forward facing minnow for those guys who like the forward facing minnow. It's out. We've got paddle tail swim baits now that are really similar, like Kitech swim baits for like your ball head jigs and things like that. For and then obviously we've got a lot more, but staple industries like our Hyper Stick and the Hyper Freak and those baits that have been around Lake Fork forever. But take a look at everything at LakeForkLureCo.com, available at Tackle Warehouse as well, and other good retailers around the areas. And then, but there's just a tremendous amount of things that guys need to look into. The brand has grown a lot. Yeah, and remember, folks, we usually start advertising for Lake Fork about 3 months out for Sealy and Big Bass, and we showed out. Arkansas has showed out on the Sealy for the last 2 years and brought home the trophy back to Arkansas, and we had over 400 anglers that showed up at the Sealy. That's right, and that is tremendous. Little less than the Berkeley. Yeah, a little less than the Berkeley, so I'm pushing this out to everybody out there. I've already had tons of phone calls from my friends here that fish, all the tournament trails and stuff. As long as you're not a guide, you're going to be good to go. Last thing I want to say, you're located in Emory, Texas, right? Yes, sir. We're located in Emory, and last but not least for us on our end, we launched brand new rods in 2025 for Lake Fork Lure Company as well. So we have Lake Fork Rod Co. there in Lake Fork Lure Company building. We've got 2 series of rods out right now, our gold and our silver series. And if you're using one of those rods during the event, I believe it's also an additional $100 bonus on top of your win. Check that out for more details. But really great line of rods and I worked on those rods for several years to get them developed correctly, so I'm excited to have those out. I got to see one. I went and done a video with Matt, I believe, and I got to see one of them. Matter of fact, I got one, 7.7. It's really quality rod. Hey, Jeff, thank you. We're looking forward to seeing you here, of course, in March. and I'll be down later on this month to get some stuff squared away. But thank you again, and we want to keep up with you during the Major League Fishing, so now and then maybe we could get a hold of you and see how you're doing.
Absolutely, guys. Y'all keep up with the schedule at MajorLeagueFishing.com, and we appreciate any support and all the support. You guys have been amazing, and look forward to working with y'all further. And tight lines for everybody out there on the water. Come see us at Lake Fork.
All right, Jeff Sprague, Major League Fishing Pro. Thank you, brother.
All right, Jeff, be good.
Okay, so
Thanks, guys.
Here's a question. Do we have time for anybody?
We do have time.
All right, which one you want to go with?
Let's
Slade,
go.
how are you? Slade?
Hey, guys. How y'all doing today?
How you doing, brother?
Good morning.
Yes, sir. You hear me?
Yes, sir. We got you.
I'm doing good. Doing well today.
Well,
the droughts really been pretty hot up on Little Red. Got me?
Yes,
Yep,
we got you right now. Now, he's on vacation right now. He's calling in with a report. So,
Okay, good stuff.
yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Slade.
Yeah, I'm currently on, I am in the British Virgin Islands today. Matter of fact, sitting on a white beach. Trout's really been doing good up there, even though with the low water and because of the lack of generation. But Trout Maiden has a new product out. It's called a mop drop. People are tying it above some of their flies. It's really been doing well up there. That and for a spinnerbait, try the Panther Mark yellow with a black spot Panther Mark. If you want to get up on the top of the show, go down in the deeper pools with that low water right now.
Okay.
There you go.
Harvey,
really catch it.
Harvey's,
it's a great time to catch big ground. Too.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, are they still spawning?
Yep, could be right in the middle of it. Maybe toward the end of it right now, but they're it's still a good time to try to catch one. Early in the mornings on big streamers have been the best for the bigger browns.
That's what I'm talking about. So that bait you were talking about, what is it? A certain color bait? That first one you was talking about, or is there a certain color they hit?
Drop mop.
Yeah, drop mop.
Pink's always my favorite color on everything on trout.
Okay, pink is the way to go.
Yeah,
drop mop.
Pink drop mop.
All right, Harvey's hideaway. So here's the thing: you go and stay at his cabin. You get in a boat with him and go catch trout.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a great place to go. People are asking me nonstop for more trout reports, and we got it now. And he's one of the best on that river. So real quick, we're gonna let you get back to celebrating your time there. How do they get a hold of you?
Man, you can holler at me anytime at 501-230-3190 or shoot me a message on Harvey's Guide Service on Facebook, and we'll see what we can get picked up for you.
Okay, my man. Hey, get a hold of me when you get home. Be careful and have fun.
Hey, enjoy yourself.
I'll do it. Thank y'all.
Thank you. Calling in from the Virgin Islands.
There you go. Hey.
Huh?
That's got to be some love.
Got to be some love. Cody, how are you, my friend?
Good. How are you doing?
Well, we are. If you heard, and I know you probably listened because you're on the line, we've got a lot of fishing going on. Major League Fishing Pro, Jeff covering down on some stuff. We got trout fishing, but Beaver Lake,
there we go,
is on fire. Am I right?
Oh my goodness, it's on fire. Whatever you want to come catch, we got it.
That's what I'm talking about. You know, one thing I want to get before we get into your report, we've been talking about live scope and how the fish seem to be adapting, seem to be getting smarter, especially on Greers Ferry, which I know is different than Beaver, but it's still a clear water, deep lake. And if you don't get far enough back, let's just take our crappie fishing, for instance. They will, the big ones, when you point at that tree, they seem to be leaving. Would you help me through that? What's going on there?
Oh, you're absolutely correct. I think the clear water lakes, they feel the ping a lot more than the muddy water lakes. I fish a lot of black crappie up here, so they're a lot of clear water, up in deep water, and I like to stay about 60 foot back at them. I always have my graph set on 60 foot. That's as far as I ever go out. So as soon as I get them fish on the graft, I try to start casting at them. And, maybe 30 foot will be as close as I get, but you get anything closer than that on those black crappie up there, and they do what I call sulling up. They just get mad and they ain't going to bite.
Well, so this is something that I've been asking some of the guys if they would do, unless you already have it, is put a hydro wave on there and turn it up, and would it, and you don't know until you're actually looking at a fish, would it ping or would it mask the pinging of that transducer?
I don't know. I don't have a hydrowave, but I do know if you ever fish around anybody close, you can pick up their ping on your live scope. And if you actually point your live scope back at your 2D transducer, you can pick up that ping.
Oh.
So to me, I just don't know if it's going to be anything out there that can really, mask it or cover it. It's just kind of going to be one of those things you're going to have to adapt like the fish are.
I'm with you. Fish farther out. Hey, good thing it shoots out 100 feet is what I'm saying.
Spot them and turn it off.
Yeah. What I like to think on a lot of the bigger fish, especially like crappie, they've got more side to them, and more lateral line. So I think they can feel that ping a lot more. So when I'm up in shallow water, say, 15, up to 5 foot deep, if I'm on a big fish, I'm going to ping it. And then I'm going to start going at it, and I'm going to turn off of it. And I'm going to get a little closer, and I'm going to go back there and make sure it's still there, and I'm just going to creep up onto it until it's time to put the bait on it. And then I'll scope it, drop the bait, and catch a fish, trying to keep, from just sitting there just bam, 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 just shooting that fish.
All right, so, folks, if you're listening right now, this is a good learning experience. You can book Cody up at Beaver, and Beaver's huge, okay? So there's plenty of water for a lot of folks. And learn how he's doing this. Same way, it's the same thing going on with bass. Now, we call them bogeys, and maybe because we're military, I don't know. But if you're shooting out there 60, 70, 80 feet and you see 2 fish, we call them bogeys. And you can run an A-rig or a 2-inch Kitech or something behind them, maybe even a jerkbait on top of them. But sometimes, to me, I need more than one fish because they seem like they want to come up and fight for that bait. Are you finding that to be a deal too?
Yeah, especially on like the bass and the striper. The more fish you can find in the school, the more aggressive they are because it's always, who can get to it first. On the crappie side of things, with the big white crappie, they tend to stay out by themselves and just kind of roam by themselves, and so they're not like that. But if you get up into like the black crappie and stuff, the more you can get to come after your bait, the better chance you have because eventually one of them is going to be like, no, you can't have it. Got to get up there and get it.
Right. Competition.
All right, so we are going on break, but give us a good crappie report and how to get a hold of you.
All right, well, from the water inlet on Springdale south, head for the rivers. Right now, the rivers are king. Your striper, your bass, your crappie, everything is in the rivers right now, and they are absolutely feeding. You can, if you go out anywhere, from the inlet down to about point 12, striper are just chasing schools of shad, and they're just everywhere. Crappie stacked up on flats, brush piles, standing timber. If you want to book a trip, come out and have some fun, find me on Facebook, Beaver Lakes River Rat Guide Service. You can find me on the web, riverratguideservicellc.com, or give me a phone call, 479-531-5535.
5535-479. Thank you, Cody. We're looking forward to every Sunday with your report.
Appreciate you, Cody.
Yes, sir. Y'all have a good day. Thank you, guys.
Thanks.
All right, you too. Hey, let's go with some fishing opportunities. Metro Area Bass Club is having their benefit tournament January the 24th on Lake Hamilton. It's going to be $100 per boat, $10 big bass, or plus $10 big bass. There's going to be 80% payout. And check-in is going to start at 5 a.m. The tournament is going to be from Safe Light to 3 o'clock. So come out and support Metro Area Bass Club and their benefit tournament January 24th.
Promise.
Hamilton.
We're coming back with weather. We'll be right back.
That's good stuff too.
So more and more we talk to guys, it is becoming a problem.
Oh yeah,
so,
it's becoming. I want to say a problem. It's just becoming.
Well, you got to be more sneaky.
Yeah, I wonder if is there a pause on it?
No, it's.
No, I'm just saying. But is it like you can push the button to pause it?
On what?
On your live scope.
Yeah, you could hit the arrow key.
Mm-hmm.
Just hit it and just stay right there.
But is it going to stop the pinging?
Yeah, it stops everything, but you can't see nothing anymore.
That's fine, but you ping
instead of shutting it off. You mean?
Yeah. Instead of just keeping it like he said, it made sense when he said a bigger fish has bigger lateral lines, more surface to hit, so they're gonna feel it more. That makes sense. That was good. I never that
you
concept.
might be able to catch your younger fish that are never seen it before.
Yeah, like what is that? What is that? Speaking of younger fish, I have lures and stuff, soft plastics around my house, and my granddaughter every time she loves to get them and pull them. So she just get them and swing them and pull them all apart. I said, see, that's why little fish get caught all the time because they're always curious. She just walk up, pull it, and swing it around. I take it from her, I hide it. I put it on my head. She hates it when I put it on my head. I put it on my head, she has to attack it then. So that's why little fish get caught all the time because of their curiosity. I tell her all the time. I be telling her mother, like, I've caught your daughter probably about 8 times today.
Weather and then ponies.
Okay.
Weather. Well, Brandon said, proud of you, Sarge, getting all the guys' info out there.
Who said that?
Brandon. Buckshot.
Oh, she sees me doing that. Yeah, I'm doing that because you ain't here.
You trying to say, see how it's done?
Get well soon, Brandy.
Yes, get well soon, Buckshot. Oh, Brandy and was Sassy sick too?
No, Sassy's got her niece.
Okay, that's Caroline Rigg that's not feeling well. Get well, see Rigg.
Yeah, Carolina's at 5:30 this morning. She said she woke up dizzy, and I said, maybe you got high blood pressure. I don't know.
Or not eating. High blood pressure or not eating.
So I think Thursday, it's going to be Miami versus Indiana for the championship.
That's what you think of the championship going to be?
And Miami's going to win it.
You think so?
They should have never got rid of Beck.
Who, Miami or Indiana?
Miami. Well, Georgia got rid of him.
Yeah, Georgia got rid of Beck. Well, actually, he went in the transfer portal, but.
Yeah, and I got to wonder, was he being kind of pushed, or did Miami offer more money, or what? Because
maybe a combination of both.
I like those good stories that come out. Let's take quarterback May what's his name for Tampa?
Baker.
Mayfield. Yeah. See, Mayfield. He's being tossed around and not treated well, and. You just had to watch him, and he just wasn't fitting in. And look what he's at right now.
He got game.
Yeah,
he got game and he got experience.
And he had the Fayetteville Police Department knock some sense into him.
Really?
Right.
When was this?
Oh, this was while he was at Oklahoma, I believe. So it's been a few years, but yeah, he decided to act a fool on Dixon Street, and the Fayetteville Police Department told him he couldn't do that.
Yeah, I remember
he has been a little cocky, but it's all good.
Oh, yeah.
If you're going to be at that level, you got to have some cockiness about you.
I love you.
Time to switch back, everyone.
Paid vacation, paid health insurance, and 401k. Paid depends on experience and signing bonus. Apply in person at 901 East 8th Street in Little Rock.
Work it, make it, do it. Makes us harder, better, faster, stronger.
That don't kill me, can only make me stronger. I need you to hurry up now, cause I can't wait much longer. I know I got to be right now, cause
It's gonna rain!
We can give you tips on how to catch all sorts of fish, but if the weather doesn't cooperate, all those plans can go right out the window. So what will the weather be like this week? It's time for a check of Central Arkansas weather here on Fishing Arkansas.
All right, while I'm doing this, get your pen and paper out because I am doing the ponies because Longshots is playing volleyball. She's in a volleyball tournament.
Okay, good stuff.
All right.
Well, good luck.
Arkansas, today's 49. Going to be a little chill.
Yeah.
A little chill. Monday 63, Tuesday 71, Wednesday 64. Thursday and Friday you got rain at 66, and this weekend for your tournament, people, Saturday is 46. Let's say you want to go down to Lake Fork because, hey, it's a little warmer down there. Not much. They usually have the same. Get a hold of Rick Carter. Today is 62, Monday 68, Tuesday 75, Wednesday 77.
77.
Okay.
Ooh, that's real warm.
Thursday and Friday, you got wind and rain. Probably the 2 days you need to stay away, but it is going to be 66, 67, and then this weekend's 56 and 57, so about the same weekend, right? We just heard from Captain Frank. Okay, Coastal Blue Persuasion, Gulf Shores. Today's 64, Monday 67, Tuesday 70, Wednesday 69, Thursday 70, Friday 71, rain. Saturday and Sunday, they've got rain in the low 60s. So there you go. Are you ready for some ponies?
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. She's a handicapping prodigy, and just like any good horse like Secretariat, Smarty Jones, or any of the others, her bloodline is top-notch. She comes from good stock, I guess you could say. Now she's turning her attention to the live racing meet at Oaklawn Racing Casino Resort in Hot Springs. Grab a sheet of paper and a pen, because it's time for Long Shot Lil's Oaklawn Picks on Fishing Arkansas.
All right, like I said, Long Shot's a volleyball tournament. So
here we go. Let's go, Big Sarge.
And let me tell you something. She's winning money, baby. Hey. She's winning money. Race number 1 is number 5, Amazing Music. Race number 2 is number 5, Saranic Lake. Race number 3 is number 4, Eagle Dance. Race number 4 is number 12, Ember. Race number 5 is number 5, Catching Freedom. Put a little money on that. Sounds catchy. Race number 6 is number 11. Hey, how about this? Signed, sealed, and delivered. All right. Race number 7 is number 9, Secret Legend. Race number 8 is number 1, Stellar Lily. Race number 9 is number 6, Grace is Free. Race number 10 is number 5, Colonial Rose. And the last race, number 3, Miracle Worker. Now.
You went through kind of quick.
Yeah. That's all right. They wrote them down, baby.
Right.
They wrote them down. And this is the last race for a couple of weeks, right?
Right. They're about to go on a 3-week break, which, as we noted earlier, usually January is the time when the winter weather hits and they wind up having to postpone part of the meet anyway. Well, they're trying to be proactive about that by scheduling this window to be off, and then they'll pick back up the last weekend of January and race right on through the first Saturday of May.
Yeah, good luck.
Oh, so they're going to start from January to May that whole time?
Yeah, baby.
Mm-hmm. Wow, that's a long
time. But good
racing.
luck on the weather. You can't predict this Arkansas stuff.
You can't predict nobody's weather.
So here's the thing. We're going to do we've been doing fishing for an hour and a half now. Let's go camping.
Sometimes there's just nothing better than hitting the open road, finding a good camping spot, and hanging out with family and friends. But if your trailer's not working right, that could be a pretty short trip. That's why you need to go to Axles Plus. They're your go-to for all your trailer needs, located in Beebe at 2502 West DeWitt Henry Drive. And if you don't feel like roughing it, maybe you want the comforts of a camper or RV, check out Moix RV with 2 locations in Conway, 1 in Springdale, and now they're open in Hot Springs Landing. However you choose to do it, we're here to give you the best camping spots on Fishing Arkansas.
Hey, what we're going to do today is we're going to give you some free camping choice.
Let's go, Fred. Let's go, baby.
Several of them. Let's go to the Buffalo River. It's a nice place. You can go to Henry Gray Hurricane Lake. You can go to Rock Creek at Lake Greason. You can go to Falling Water Creek. You can also go to Sam's Throne Wreck area. Now, hey, when you go to any of these places, if you choose to go to any of them, make sure you take these good tips to take with you. Tell someone where you're going, when you plan to get there, when you plan to get back. Check the weather. Make sure the weather is going to be what you need to do to get there. Make sure you store your food away from your sleeping area.
I don't want no bear in my sleep bag, baby.
You don't want anybody. You don't want the bear in your groceries.
What?
Also, you carry some protection. You carry some bear spray, and if you're allowed to carry some firearms, take some firearms with you. But make sure you also take some change of clothes just to be on the safe side as well.
Well, hey, there was a mountain lion killed a lady.
No, really?
Mm-hmm.
Recently?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So, you check ahead, but more likely you can carry your weapon.
Yeah.
Listen, if the bear or a cougar is close enough for me to spray it, I'm in trouble. You know what I'm saying?
So you go shoot him way out there.
Shoot. Unload.
Shoot him. Shoot him.
Hey, real quick before we get to Dustin, so we are rolling with our guides today. Greer's Ferry's down 6, Bull Show's down 3, Norfolk's down 2. Beaver Lake, you just heard from Cody's down 3. Lake DeGray's down 7. Yeah, remember that. You're fishing this Sunday.
Yeah.
Lake Washita's down 8. And Greason, which this is perfect, is down 12 foot. Let's get them.
That's a lot. That's a whole lake.
From Action Fishing Trips on Lake Greason, here's Dustin Holmes.
What's happening, my man?
What's going on, Dustin?
What's going on?
Well, it's perfect because this is what I've been doing. I've been asking all my guides about the live scope. And if you've been listening, then what I've been asking is, are our fish getting smarter? And, of course, Jerry says yes. Cody actually went a little further on this about the lateral lines on a crappie, and they're picking it up better. Tell me what you're seeing on Lake Greason when it comes to pinging on these fish?
Well, 100% these fish are getting smarter. I don't care if you're crappie fishing or bass fishing. They're fish, you know. It seems like crappie you can still get closer to. The crappie aren't near as spooky as bass are. These bass, you know, when you know, even if you're fishing for those fish, say 20 foot down, 25 foot down, and if that boat gets within, you know, really 70 foot or closer to those fish, you're going to start noticing some different movements, like other than they're chasing shad or whatever you are. You know, say they're on a pile, you might see that fish start moving. You know, if you're locked on a brush pile, and you'll see him. Like I said, I always try to stay bass fishing. I try to stay somewhere around that 110 to 120, and I try to fish around 100. And then crappie, you're good even in clear water, and I'm sure this will relay definitely into muddy water. If it's, you know, I can get this close and clear. About 35 foot is close as you can get without that fish starting to move. Any closer than that, you're going to start seeing them dive down or swim away. So just the dirtier the water, the clearer, you know, the closer you can get to these fish. In theory, sometimes, but most of the time, water clarity does make a difference for sure.
I will say this, my friend, and folks know me, know how I catch the big ones on fork is brush piles most of the time. Right. Not all the time. Shallow fishing, it's been shallow all year. But I have some particular brush piles, Dustin knows because he fished with me, and they're sitting at 18, 19 foot. Let me tell you something. Here's a little tip, and Dustin can back me up on this. When you see your jig go down, just turn your trolling motor the other way or just turn it off, pause it, whatever you need to do. You don't really need to see that fish come out of the brush pile because you're in the brush.
Just feel it.
Yeah, help me out a little bit on that. I don't know if you do that with crappie, but me and you caught some hammers fishing that way.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you remember how many times, I mean, how important was it, like, to, you know, we would make sure we stop for a second, even first thing in the morning, we'd be like, all right, which way is this wind coming? We wouldn't even get close to that pile when we were setting up on it. We would go way out, stay back off of it, and then once it got, you know, time to fish, we would ease up there. And as soon as we locked on it and then got our boat steady, we would cast and, you know, spot lock. You know, the only time that, you know, you need to keep looking at that pile or whatever is, you know, maybe if you're throwing an A-rig or something, you don't want to get hung up. But other than that, 100% what Big Sarge is telling you is true. You throw at that pile or whatever you're looking at, you know, especially bass fishing, hit that spot lock, let that boat hold you there, and just sit there and fish. Use that spot lock as your own personal helper. Hey, you hold me right here while I fish, you know?
Yeah.
Well, and of course, there's a big tournament coming up, and again, you're being a guide, you can't fish it, but they're using Lake Fork lures this time, and it's in March, and it ought to be a complete 5 foot and under tournament, don't you think?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, what time in March is it going to be?
7 and 8.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you know, I tell you, even Greason, you know, it's a deep lake. And yesterday we had the freeze-out tournament. It was put on by Future Marine down there, and there was 50 boats. And I did not do no good in this one.
Oh.
But most of the guys that were, say, live scopers, you know, fishing deep, did not. The older generation, the guys that fish hard on the bank, just your bank beaters, they kick butt. There was a lot of, I think there was a 790 something caught. I think there was 2 or 3 16-pound stacks, right at 17 pounds one.
Okay.
But all those fish were caught on the bank. So if you come down here and you just want to, you don't have to have the live scope, you know, and that changes, you know. But right now, a lot of fish are on the bank on Lake Greason for some reason.
All right. See, there you go, folks.
There it is.
But
old school fishing's coming back.
That's
coming
right.
Back.
So here's the thing with all the guides, and I promised y'all 2026 we'd have more guides, more lakes. We're now covering up north, and I'm going to try my best to get some more down south. But Dustin is one of the best, if not the best, on Greason crappie fishing and live scope teaching. All right. So, you know, maybe you can learn some different techniques by sneaking up on these fish. Dustin, how they get a hold of you?
Yeah.
And maybe a couple of places to stay down there if they're trying to book you.
Okay, they can give me a call on my cell, which is 870-828-0605, or go online to actionfishingtrips.com or on Facebook at Action Fishing Trips. As far as staying, I go out of Swaha Marine and Lodge, which is a wonderful place. They have, I think, almost 40 different cabins. They have just enough for just a couple people, and they have all the way to the Swaha House, which I think holds 25 or 28. I can't remember exactly. But these places have outdoor fire pits, super nice, always clean, comfortable. You're not going to get there and it be like some, these people are, it's a top-notch marina for sure.
All right. He's the best in the business. Get a hold of him, especially if you got a corporate business. Thank you, Dustin. Looking forward to every Sunday report.
Appreciate you, Dustin. Hey,
thank y'all for having me.
Thank you, buddy.
Yes, sir. Hey, let's do some more fishing. Mr. Bass is having a tournament January the 11th on Lake the Great coming out of the Spillway. If you plan on fishing there, remember there is an off-limits period before the tournament. So Mr. Bass will be January the 11th on Lake the Great. Come out and play.
All right, let's talk boat show when we get back. Fishing Arkansas.
We were born to be wild. We can climb so high. I never want to die.
I'm hearing more and more of it, They love it, and they love it.
That's good to know.
And I'm trying to get this thing, like if I fish that tournament March 7th and 8th, you got anything going on that day?
March 7th and 8th. Let me go see if I got drill. Oh, no, I don't have drill.
Hold on, sugar. Yeah, it's March 7th and 8th.
Okay.
There ain't no tournament, right, Mr. Bass?
No. Matter of fact, Mr. Bass, we're done until May, I think, after this one.
So you may have to cover down on that Sunday if I'm on fish.
April, they got to go to. I'm gonna be gone April.
I mean, I'm gonna have every
when is it
bed marked March 7th and 8th.
March.
I wish you would fish it.
I probably will.
Well, if you do, we just got to get somebody to cover down on this.
Let's make
Coach
it
E already told me he'd come in.
I think he'll do well. I really do.
Well, if you hadn't noticed, I'm smarter than the average bear.
What?
This is mostly call-ins getting where it needs to be call-ins. So if you know what to do and how to ask questions,
you can push it through.
You can push through with your guides.
Yep.
And you throw in a couple of pros like Jeff and Larry.
That's where your fishing knowledge be able to feed off a question.
Yeah,
because to get some more knowledge out of a question.
When I was telling Sean hey,
Sean.
When my long range, when I said, all right, this is it. This is when I'm going. Yes. I went out I said, this is when I'm leaving, the end of January, 2024, 5, whatever it was, blah, blah, blah. Well, see, I turned 62 this October, right?
62!
3 years after that, I'll be what?
63!
65. I'm out.
You out what?
Here, everywhere.
Katie about doing?
Yeah, Channel 4, the whole 9 yards. So it's either somebody's going to take it over or they just won't do it no more. But that gives me another, really about 4 more years here. But that way, me and her can do whatever we want, because then you're 65, you got all the insurance you need, Medicare and all that crap, TRICARE for life. And she'll be retired, okay, and just do whatever we want to do. If I want to go to Lake Okeechobee, I want to go there. I want to go up to St. Lawrence River, I want to go there. If we want to, I want to go see Little League World Series. I put that on a bucket list. You ever watch them on TV? Fun. I look forward to that almost as much as March Madness.
Hold on, I'm doing something.
Work it out just right. They've gotten back to playing one major league game there during the Little League World Series, and you time it just right, you could do both.
That's right. That's a good point. What is it? Action Fishing? What was his name?
Action Fishing Trips.
Trips.
All right, time to switch back, everyone.
By 103.7 The Buzz.
We're all up for a good time here on Fishing Arkansas, and we're going to do our best right now to make sure you don't have to travel all the way to... A little slow there, Janet, but you'll catch on. It's all good. Let's take a look at what's going on around Central Arkansas with Fishing Arkansas's calendar of events.
Well, one thing you need to do is be at the boat show now. Drop Shot's got a tournament, so we probably won't be there. But 9, 10, 11, which is this Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
What's the times? You got the time?
Friday is 10 to 8, Saturday's 10 to 8, Sunday's 10 to 5.
10 to 5. Everybody getting ready to go home on a day.
Come see me at Gregor Marine booth. Now, I'll have Channel 4 over there Friday to do a little fishing report, you understand? But remember, if you're looking for the pontoon, wake boats, thing like that, she will not have the Phoenix at this one. She'll have it at the Hot Springs, which is February the 27th through March 1st. And it is really a bigger and better one. It's RV, too, if you like an RV.
Yes.
Mr. Bass is January the 11th, Lake DeGray.
Yes, I'll
Stay
be there.
at Iron Mountain, get your discount.
Get your discount. Mention Fishing Arkansas.
Mention that. April 19th, I'm only going to go 2 out. April 19th is Millwood. Are you ready for that?
Yes, I may miss for Mr. Bass. I'm gonna probably miss that one. I have another obligation I got to go to on Bob Sandlin. I got another tournament on Bob Sandlin, so I'm gonna probably be doing that one.
Well, so here's the thing: Phoenix Boats, they have picked them up. If you want to order you one or go look at them, she's got 5 coming in the next 10 days.
Are they all big Phoenixes? What, 200, 250s? What they got on the back of?
All 250s.
All 250s. So there's some big boys. Okay.
Sunrise Outfitters, of course. You go see Jen. They're closed today and Monday. Go see them. They got all the weapons, everything. A lot of folks didn't understand what they had until we start advertising.
Yeah, they got them.
And she's the one that thinks outside of the box. Now, let me tell you a couple of things she did. She wanted to make sure the kids in 3 different cities or 4 different cities got taken care of with some presents and money and stuff, right? So she had a gun safe, okay, and $5,000 worth of gear in it.
Inside, okay.
And for $20, you got to put your ticket in, all right? And she did that for 2 months, and they got a lot of money out of that.
That's good
and
stuff.
she split the money up amongst, like, BB got one,
Right.
and, Cersei. But that's the kind of thing
Thank
that
you,
she
Jen.
does.
That was thinking outside the box and looking out for others.
That's what she does. And last, I want to, and let's see, what time is it?
What time we got 12 minutes, 11 minutes.
Yeah, help me out on this. We've been talking fishing for almost 2 hours. Thank you again. I told y'all that we're going to have more pro guides, and here's the deal. They're not going to give you this bogus fishing report that you might find online or in the paper or something. This is the real deal stuff. But let's talk safety brief. When you pull our rigs out of the water, especially you pull it out today, and it's going to be 18 degrees tonight. Walk you through some stuff.
Well, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my drain plug out first. I'm taking my drain plug out. I am going to be tilting my motor all the way down. Now, the people at the pit, I have my Mercury. So if you tilt it all the way down, yes, water will run out of it. And if you tilt it back up like 10 degrees, some more water will come out of it. So when you get ready on the Mercuries, I'm not sure about the Yamahas, but when you do a Mercury and you know the weather is going to be cold like that, trim it all the way down. I usually wipe my boat off, you know. And once I get through wiping off, I go back and I trim it up just a little bit more to get that little excess of water out of the motor. Because you don't want things to be getting frozen there. Because if it freezes in there, it's gonna mess up some stuff. You don't want to do that. Also, I'm going to open my live wells. You don't want to get caught with a live well full of water in the week of for fishing a tournament. So make sure you keep your live wells open. Let that water drain out because you don't want to bust up your pumps. Yeah. So my main thing I'm looking at are things that will freeze. So my My
Lower
drain,
unit.
my drain plug, my lower unit, and my live wells.
Okay,
those are things I'm looking at.
And things that and it's good that Rick called because you can go to Home Depot or something and get these heat lamps.
Yes, I got mine. Yeah, you told me that last year.
Yeah, and you could attach it down there and then point it towards your
plug it up
lower unit
and let it go.
All right, are we doing the segment?
We're running out of time. I just went ahead and passed him through.
That's all right. Rick, how are you, my
What's
friend?
going on, Rick?
Hey, good morning, crew. How we doing?
We're doing fine. We're
Trying
doing
to
fine.
get it done.
We're going to be pinch on time, but I think we got a couple 3 minutes with you. We've covered down Jeff.
Maybe more like 2.
Jeff Sprague called in from Major League Fishing. We talked about the Lake Fork tournament where we've been talking about what's going on. Folks, set the table. This is Rick Carter, the best on the lake, especially
Lake
during
Fork.
the spawn.
Yes.
Rick, what's going on down there?
Man, we had a great day yesterday with 2 teams of youth anglers.
Yeah, I saw those pics.
One from Mount Pleasant and one from Texoma.
Mm-hmm.
And boy, we had a great day. It was a jig bite and a rattle trap bite.
Ooh, fun stuff.
The rattle. Yeah, I saw those pics on Facebook. Those are some good fish I was catching.
Yes, sir. We had a great day, and hopefully those young boys learned a little bit. I'm pretty sure they did.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, we have been. Let's see. Carolina Rig was sick this morning. She called at 5:30, and then Buckshot was sick yesterday. So me and Dropshot has nothing but all pro guides called today,
Yes.
and it's been wonderful getting their reports. Now, I want to talk a little bit before we let you go. March tournament, Lake Fork Lures. Jeff explained the whole thing. We want a perspective from your view, what to expect, how to catch those fish.
Man, March, the first week will be slow down a little bit with the Lake Fork lures. They don't have a trap or a crank, so you're going to be using their plastic. So mainly fishing the black and blue, real slow, and know where the fish are staging to go up on the beds, and that's going to be the ticket. There'll be a fish over 10 plus, maybe more than one weighed in that event.
Well, I'm hoping I'm fishing. Listen, we do have to go, but how do they call you, Rick? They want to book something going into January, February.
Man, it's 2026. It's time to get it. Look me up, flwpro.com, 903-850-4007. And, yeah, in about another 3 weeks, we're going to be wide open.
Wide open. Rick Carter, thank you much, Bubby. I'll call you later.
Appreciate you, bro.
Y'all get a hold of him at Lake Fork Marina. We got to go on break. Coming back.
He turned to me as if to say.
No, because I cut out all the stuff I could cut out.
Did you? Okay.
Well, it's 3 minutes, which brings us back. We're only going to have
3.5.
3.5, so we'll only have like a minute and a half.
2.5 minutes. 2 minutes.
That's all right, though. We're
Well,
done.
I'll push this last thing out BFL when we get ready to do it. And I'll push it out right now for the people that's on Facebook. BFL, February 28th, the Arctic Division is having a tournament on Lake Hamilton. They'll be coming out of Fish Hatchery. So if you want to get the BFL experience, hey, let's go make it do what it do, February 28th.
Do the do.
Do the do.
We're going to stick those over, even though I need some new ones. You know what?
Are you pulling them? Are you pulling them all out and then go? Are these? I know you didn't do all this today.
No.
Yeah, I'm about to say, my goodness.
Love you. Oh, sorry.
Oh, we didn't get a word for Carolina Rig for bass. What word could we pinging? 'Cause that's what we've been talking about today. The ping. The ping. Right in the
Fishing is wishing, pinging is dinging.
I heard that. And when you wishing, when you're doing that too. I wish they would bite my bait. I sure do. I was gonna go fishing yesterday. I just decided not to. Next weekend is gonna be super busy on the water.
Can you
It's
fish?
gonna rain
When's it
and
open?
Huh? Friday. I can
yeah.
start Friday practice. Practice Friday, Saturday.
Well, Friday you may be all right. It's more Thursdays rain.
Yeah, but I think I'm gonna let that work for me though. Cause it's gonna be a warm rain.
I know what I'd do. I told you what I'd do.
Yeah, and that's
Man.
some of the things I'm thinking about.
You heard what he said.
Yeah, I did.
And
listening.
Greason won the tournament beating the bank.
Catered by the dough. And the situation's not going to change that much to them. So,
but I do use the live scope to find my brush piles.
Oh yeah.
And me and Dustin, Dustin, I was pointing at it and I had my jig, but he threw something else, some kind of crawl, and whap! We thought it was a big, and it was 7.5. I mean, me and him, our best 5 was way over 40. It was unbelievable.
See, I need to go have a day like that. I need to have a day like that. A day I go down and we struggle. Struggle bus.
Well, it's gotten a whole lot better than me because I found a whole lot more places. So
a lot more stuff to do. Well, ain't nothing wrong with finding more stuff to do, that baby. Set the hook. Set the hook. So is your finish gonna be black and red?
Mm-hmm. Hey, I'll show you. How many long we got?
About 30 seconds.
Okay. That's gonna look. And you're going with a Mercury. Oh,
have to. I was wanting
right.
a Yamaha, and because I watched some of these pros. Like I watched the YouTube video of.
It's gonna be sweet though.
A couple of the Bassmaster pros.
Time to switch back, everyone.
And they're rigging.
5 inventory. Visit HJ Trailer Sales today, off Albert Pike in Hot Springs, or online at hjtrailersales.com.
Welcome back to Fishing Arkansas. Here's Big Sarge.
Hey, thank y'all again for listening and watching. We had to be kind of quick with Rick Carter, but he's left his number on Facebook. And remember, you can chase all this down on our Facebook page, 103.7 The Buzz. And I told you 2026 where we're popping back with more and more guides. You got a comment real quick?
Yes, I had one more fishing opportunity to go fishing. February 28th, the BFL Arctic Division is having a tournament on Lake Hamilton. They'll be coming out of Fish Hatchery. So if you want to get out and have get your February started with the BFL Arctic Division, February the 28th, Lake Hamilton, out of Fish Hatchery.
Hey, last statement real quick. If you go to Gregor Marine, we'll see. Hey, first off, I'll see everybody this Friday at the Convention Center, Little Rock Convention Center. Come on, let's have some fun, boat show. I'll be at the Gregor Marine booth. But listen, when you order a Phoenix, do you know this?
No.
You can order Mercury or Yamaha. Did you know that? And you can put whatever graphs you want on it.
No, I didn't know that.
See, and listen, I've been a Skeeter for 20 years, but if you get a Skeeter, you're going to get what they send you. Hummingbird with a Yamaha.
Right.
Phoenix allows you to set it up the way you want to.
Mercury or Yamaha.
And the graphs.
Okay.
And the graphs. So, like in my instance, I need a 1286. And so I can put that IC on the front deck. You know what I mean? So don't give me anything up there.
Right. So you have more to put up there.
That's right.
Well, hey, they used to say that a Skeeter with a Mercury on the back of it was like a unicorn.
Yeah, that's maybe it blew up and they put one on it or something.
Yeah. So Skeeter's gonna run Yamaha.
Hey, real quick, I told everybody, I don't know, a month ago, whatever it was, that if Miami was to get in the playoffs, they would run the table. Well, the Final Four is set, and it's for Thursday.
Well, actually, there's one game Thursday. There's one game Friday. You'll have Miami and Ole Miss on Thursday at the Fiesta Bowl, and then Friday at the Peach Bowl. Indiana and Oregon.
All right, mark my words on this. Miami, Indiana is in the finals. Miami takes it home.
What's the score?
A lot of defense right there. So I'm thinking maybe 26-17.
So you've got Miami winning on their home field, basically.
Listen, don't count Carson out. Beck, baby, Beck. We got 1 minute left. Thank you again for watching, listening. I hope y'all enjoyed the fishing part because it was a lot, right?
Yeah, it was a lot. I hope you learned a lot.
Hey, good luck at Mr. Bass this Sunday.
Hey, you know what? I appreciate that, brother. I'm going to go out there and give it all I got, and I'm going to fish hard.
Folks, if you're out there, y'all remember, take care of your boat. It's cold outside. Todd, great job on music. What was the theme?
Basically, it was all about a fresh start, or so I thought, but then I had to kind of throw in a few just to pad everything out. So,
all right.
Good stuff, though.
We got 30 seconds real quick. Go back and catch us here. Replay the Facebook, 103.7 The Buzz. Other than that, I'll see you at your boat show.
All right, then, brother.
All right, we are out.